Hey guys, what's going on? Jay here from Jay's Fishing and Outdoor Adventures. Today I'm here to give you a product review. We're going to review and go over the Lurelock system. I got two of these bad boys. I bought these based on the design and the concept of them. And I got them off Carl's Mystery Tackle Box, or Karlsbaitandtackle rather, when when they were having their sale for Black Friday. And so I got the membership, and it gave me a pretty decent discount. These were originally $17.99. I think I paid $12.99 or something to that effect when I bought them off Carl's Mystery Tackle Box and Karlsbaitandtackle. So, without any further ado, I really want to get into the pros and cons. Yes, there's some cons to this, but they're not major cons. It just makes you have to organize your tackle a little bit more wisely. But, all said, I really do think this is a good product that I'm holding right here. So let's get into it. So these are the LL-2. LL-2 is similar to the 3600 series that Plano carries. The dimensions, it's just 1 inch smaller than the Plano. It's 6 inches long, Plano 7. So it downsizes a little bit, but you're not losing too much on it. When you open it up, the actual locking snaps are nice. Keeps it sealed tight all the way around. That seal's really good. But what makes this, different than any of the other ones? Well, inside, there's gel matting inside here, and that gel matting holds the lure to the tackle tray. So let's say you're sitting and this is in your lap, and you go, whoa! All of a sudden it pops up. Everything that's in here is not going to come out. That is the claim, and this is why it is so expensive. As the box reads, holds tackle in place, state-of-the-art pen easy snap part dividers. It's dishwasher safe too, so you could wash this over and over again and still get a new use out of it, according to the company's claim. Now, what they mean by easy snap dividers, I've already went ahead and did some. Really, they're a lot more fitting than the, let's say, Plano ones that come. The plastic snaps right off. It's almost cut to fit, and it just slides right in. Really, really easy to use. So, what can this and what can this not hold? Well, to my left, I have a bunch of different lures that I'm going to show you what can and cannot hold in here. I have this set up just for demonstration purpose. This isn't going to be my main setup. I just want to note that I did buy 2 of these, alright, because in the Vibe Seaghost 130, you have the 2 tackle tray slots that sit to the side of you. So I figured because these would be exposed the most, and this is what I'm going to use to streamline my tackle, this would be the perfect fit for what I'm looking to accomplish while I'm out fishing in my kayak. So, let's start off with jerkbaits. I got a nice long husky jerk here. Alright, 3 section. Slide them in. These are some of my favorite baits. These are baits I'm going to be using throughout the season. These are the ones I don't want to lose. These are the ones that cost me money. So I want to protect what I buy. This is the Shadow Wrap 09 slow rising jerkbait here. And we'll put another one with them. Alright. Got the old school jointed. So we'll stick that in here as well. All right, and for safe measure, let's put the new Rapala Ripstop 09. If you haven't seen these in action, I've caught some fish earlier in the year with this smallmouth and northern. This is an awesome lure. Not only is it a jerk bait, but it also could be used like a swim bait as well. And it has a super slow, almost non-existent rise, so it stays where you need it to be. So it's a very good suspending lure. So we're going to go ahead and move this guy to the other divider right here. All right. All right. Let's start off with this. So just like in Tommy Boy, you know, he goes, you're driving, all of a sudden crash, and everything goes up in the air, right? And I'm shaking everything down. Nothing. My lures are not coming out. They are not going to fall. I threw it up in the air. Nothing went flying around. Here, ready? I'll show you again. Nothing. Everything's in place. That is why I would pay the amount of money I paid if I was paying full price for this. It protects the values of my lures. So, we did jerkbaits, and all it does, I'm going to show you, is when you go to lift up your jerkbait, it just undoes, it comes undone. There's a little resin, and it goes right back and conforms. So this is just going to go back into my tackle tray now because I'm not keeping anything together, and I have more to show you guys. So everything's in here. Pretty awesome, right? I think so, but you know what? Some skeptics are out there, and you know, they may have their reasons for being right as to why they're skeptical about it. So we'll set this bad boy back here, and let's go on to the next ones. Next ones I'm going to show you guys are some square bills. All right. Again, I keep my stuff stored away, my 360s, in my bag, you know, in the off season until I'm ready to use it. I'm going to pick what I need from here to put into here. So let's just say I want to go out. I want to go big, man. I want to use some big square bills. So I got my bomber right here, right? My bomber square bill. Let's put him in here. Let's get him to stick. All right, we'll go for the bone white. That guy's going in there. Man, this is good old hand, or the I'm sorry, this is the square runner from Storm. Let's throw that in there. All right. And you know what? The XPS, this XPS color I love. I love the color on this, but I don't want to lose this lure. So, alright, is it going to work with this one? There it is. Pulling it upside down, shaking. Nothing's falling out. Again, throw it up. Nothing popped out of it. Here, want to see one more time? Nothing. None of my lures moved out of their place. Even the bigger ones. These big ones stood in place. They are not moving. Alright. So far, I paid my money. I like what I'm seeing. You know, and I got good for what I got here. So I have no complaints at this point. Go ahead, set these back. Next, guys, are deep divers. So, just a variety of deeper running crankbaits. Let's see how this works out. Good old trusty DT10, my favorite deep diving crankbait right here. Actually, you know what? my favorite color that Rapala does not make anymore. Purple craw. This lure has caught me my personal best bass. This lure I cherish dearly, and I will fish it until it can't be fished anymore. Like I said, Rapala does not make them anymore. So, I need to protect this lure, so he's going in. What else we got here? Let's go with the Shad Rap Deep 11. Longer guy here. Alright. What else can we throw in? Alright, you know what? We'll throw another DT10 in here. You know why? Because DT10s, depending on where you go, can range anywhere from $7 to $10. And $7 to $10, and you multiply that by however many you get, it's a lot of money. Boom, in. Not coming out. Nothing's falling out of here. Great. Everything's awesome. I got no complaints. Until we get to two things coming up here. Now, this is Plano. This is the Plano 3670, I believe it is. It's, if you compare it, it is roughly the same thing as this one. It's not the 3600, it's just set up in the same shape as the Lurelock. As you can see, kind of different. You have your top compartments here and then straight down. Alright? I like this. This is a perfect size here. But this is where the fallout or disadvantage comes in when you're using the Lurelock system. Alright, taking some soft plastics. If you can see, it's already rolling out. There's a soft swim bait in there. Alright, I got a couple stand-up jig heads and a couple crawfish. Son of a bitch. The only thing that stood in there was the jig head, and wasn't by much. That is the downfall of the Lurelock. It is only meant to be used with hard baits. And that's limited to what you can say for hard baits. Okay? Because now I might have to get a bigger size, but the other things I can't fit in here. Spinner baits. This is a small spinner bait. Alright. Falls right out. Let me show you that again. Spinner bait. Shake, shake, falls. Alright. So if a spinner bait's gonna fall, then that means a bass jig will probably do the same. So let's put the bass jig in here. Alright, bass jig is in. Jig is in. Falls right out. So, one last test. Let's use some hard spoons. Alright, some blade spoons. Not coming out. Alright, this is my point. You have to be smart about what you're packing here. And when you pack these, you got to pack them with the hard baits. Crankbaits, top waters, all right, those are going to work for this. Unfortunately, soft plastics and odd shape lures like a spinnerbait, buzzbait, jig will not stick. It just, I don't know what it is that will not retain to it. Terminal tackle, as well as we saw with the jig heads, they will not stay in either. So when I'm talking about streamlining my tackle, all right, one of these, depending on what I'm going for, but 9 times out of 10, my setup is I need jerkbaits, I need crankbaits, half square bills, half, depending on how deep the water is, half deep divers. This will still do for what I need for my setup. I can go back and still have this Plano for all my soft plastics on what I'm using for the day. And I could keep this in my hatch up front with me without it getting in the way, and it's still secured. It still does the job. However, losing a hard bodied lure like a crankbait, like a DT10, all right, that's $10. $10 adds up when you lose about 10 a year. That's $100. All right. Now, whether I lose those getting snagged, that's a different story. But at least there's some security knowing it won't come out of my tackle box if I was to flip or an accident were to happen. So, do I think these are worth the money and the product that's behind it? Yes. But remember, you have to use it to your fine-tuning. For me, it's using it for jerkbaits and crankbaits, what I want to streamline with them, so I'm not constantly reaching back into my tackle to grab what I need. So I hope this video helped you guys. I'm not here to sway to get Lurelock, but you know what? If you want to protect your lures, this is the way to go. And if Lurelock sees this, great product. Thank you guys for coming out with this design. And you guys have any questions, feel free to leave comments. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and as always, tight lines. See you on the other side.